Hey everybody, just coming at you with another video during this COVID-19 quarantine experience. We've been doing a couple projects around the house, so we'll have some videos coming soon about those. Just wanted to thank you all for subscribing to our YouTube channel and then following our group on Facebook and following us on Instagram. We really appreciate that. And there will be a bunch of videos coming soon. It does take some time to get those all edited and put together. This video, what we wanted to do is give you guys kind of a point to start with. So we're doing a top 10 tool review, giving you a list of the tools that we tend to use the most and tools that we think anybody that's going to be doing DIY projects should have. So that's what this video is. We hope you enjoy it. There are going to be a bunch more coming soon, so make sure to be following up on our Facebook page and Instagram, and then subscribe on YouTube, and then you'll be able to get notified when those videos come out. But we just wanted to make sure that you guys have a video of where to start, what type of tools you'll need to do some of these projects. And you got to remember that you can just acquire some of these tools as you go. I tend to do that. I start a project and then realize that I need a specific tool for that project, so I end up buying it, and then I end up using it a lot in the future. So that's usually what I do. And so we just wanted to give you guys a chance to see all the tools that we have and look at our inventory so you know what you need to get to start your projects. So here you go.
Screwdrivers. Flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, used on any project. A flathead screwdriver can be used from anything to opening a paint can, prying on something, chisels, whatever you need. Phillips screwdriver used with putting screws in, anything that has screws involved, IKEA projects.
Hammer. Every household's got to have one. You know how to use it. One helpful tip my dad always taught me is if you can't get something to work, hit it a couple times, swear at it, it'll get the job done.
Pliers, dikes, used for cutting. Needle nose pliers, used for pulling on things that you can't get your fingers on. And slip joint pliers, used for anything that involves a bolt or a nut.
The next tool on our list is actually going to be a two-in-one. We're going to go with the speed square first. In all of our videos, especially using the chop saw, drawing straight lines, we always use a speed square. We want to do that so we can get good straight lines. It's pretty simple. All you do is you take that flat end, set it down wherever you're going to make your cut. You draw your line, pull away, you have a good straight line. Pretty much the only reason why we use it, and it is a very essential tool. Second tool in this is the level. In every single video I've had to use this level. If you don't have stuff level, it never ends up turning out right. Make sure that you're using a level. Make sure that your stuff is level. Even when it comes to hanging pictures up in your house, when you're putting boards on like the shiplap. I know that I put that emphasis in that shiplap video a bunch about keeping those first boards level. If you don't have things level at the beginning, they're not going to be level at the end, and your projects are going to be off. So level. Make sure things are level. Level, level, level.
Tape measure. Pretty self-explanatory. You're going to use it to measure stuff. You've seen on Basic to Bulb that we use a tape measure in every video. One recommendation, get the tape measure that has numbers on it, or your fractions written out, because some people on Basic to Bulb aren't very good with it.
Have a ladder. Well, in our household, you have to have a ladder. We're really short, and so there's no way in heck we're ever reaching anything high. So we always gotta have a ladder. We usually have to sit on the top one too because we're that short.
Sander, seen us use one yet. Three types of sanders we have are the electric sander, a hand sander, or a block sander. And then just a basic piece of sandpaper that can be used on very small projects. One thing to remember is sandpaper. To get the smoothest, finest finish, start with a very low grit and work your way up to the higher numbers. The higher the number, the smoother the finish.
All right, so the next one on the list is the Ryobi nail gun. I just got this recently. It's one of the best tools I've purchased so far when it comes to doing projects. If you've seen in all the videos so far, I've pretty much used it in every single one. It is super nice. I think it ended up costing me about $200 or $180, right around there. And then I bought the batteries, which bought the 18-volt batteries, the 3AH battery, so they last quite a while. I can put about 1,200 nails on one battery charge. So it's super nice because you don't have to have any air hoses, no tank or anything like that. So it makes for less hoses, less wires, less noise, which makes it so much easier to do these projects. Just makes it a little bit more handy. It isn't necessarily a necessity. The air nail guns hooked up to an air compressor are still a little bit cheaper, but if you already have one or if you're looking to switch, I would definitely go with this for sure. Mine's obviously Ryobi. There's a bunch of different brands out there, but all my research online has actually shown that this is the better one. So I strongly suggest getting one of these. It's actually probably my favorite tool right now.
Drill and impact driver. Used in almost any project that you'll ever do. Very important to have. Makes life easy. Use a drill for putting holes in wood or other materials. You have several different types of bits that you can use. You have your standard drill bit or a spade bit, or also known as a paddle bit. There's other things like a hole saw or many different types that make the drill so versatile. You can also attach a Phillips screwdriver onto it. Which makes it very handy. The impact driver is used solely to put screws into wood. But what makes it nice is it uses a impacting method in a circular motion to drive your screw into your wood, which causes a tighter, stronger hold. If you're going to buy one, get the drill before you get the impact, because the drill can also be used to put your screws in and has many other functions.
Okay, and the number one tool on our list is a chop saw. In all the videos that you've seen so far, we've had to use a chop saw for it, especially with anything involving wood. You're going to have to cut it to specific sizes. You're going to have a chop saw. If you're going to start anywhere and you don't know where to start, what tool to get, I suggest getting a chop saw. It'd be the first one that I would get. And it doesn't have to be crazy expensive. This is actually from Harbor Freight. It's a Chicago Electric. I've had it for 3 years and it works awesome. A couple suggestions that I would have for it when you're picking one out, if you do have a little bit extra money, is have one that is on the rail. So if you see right here, it's on a rail. What that does is that allows you to bring it clear out here. So you can cut wood that is 12 inches in width all the way down to just like your basic 2x4 cuts. So when you're going to pick one out, I strongly suggest that you do that. Make sure that this pivots smooth so you can get your 45-degree angle. In all honesty, I'd probably do for a new one. This has been through the ringer. I've had it for about 3 years, and it is a Harbor Freight one, and it is starting to wear out. But if you don't have very much money, I think I paid like $100 for this, $110, $120. So if you're just going to get started and you don't want to spend a lot of money, go to Harbor Freight, get a Chicago Electric. It served me well, and I've done, I don't know, 100 projects with it, and it still is trucking along. But if you do have a little bit extra money, I would suggest going and getting a little bit nicer one. But it definitely does the trick. You have to have a chop saw if you're going to be doing DIY projects.
Here you have our top 10 most important tools for DIY projects. just an opinion. We would just say this is what we use the most. Obviously, you're going to need different tools for other projects that we might not have listed here. Also, we feel like these are tools that most everybody should have around their house. You might not have, a nail gun or a chop saw, but to do DIY projects, we feel these are the essentials that you would need.